Healing your inner child is a journey of self-discovery and transformation, inviting you to look inward and reconnect with the experiences and emotions of your past. During childhood, we go through situations that shape our personality and worldview. These experiences, both positive and negative, can directly influence our behaviors and emotions in adulthood. The inner child is that part of us that still holds the memories and feelings from childhood, and healing it means rescuing, embracing, and tending to those emotional wounds. 1. Acknowledge the existence of your inner child. The first step is understanding that we all have an inner child. This emotional part holds both happy and painful memories, and acknowledging its presence is essential for beginning the healing process. Childhood traumas or wounds may be buried in the unconscious, yet they affect our actions, relationships, and even our mental health. Ask yourself, what does my inner child feel? What are its unmet needs? Bringing these questions to light allows you to begin understanding and addressing them. 2. Understand how childhood traumas affect adulthood. Childhood traumas can manifest in various ways in adulthood, such as difficulty establishing healthy relationships, low self-esteem, anxiety, fear of abandonment, and even perfectionism or difficulty handling criticism. Often, these reactions are linked to past experiences where the child did not feel loved, safe, or accepted. A common example is the fear of rejection. If rejection or abandonment occurred during childhood, the person may avoid situations that could trigger those feelings later in life, even unconsciously. Healing the inner child helps break free from these patterns. 3. Reconnect with your emotions. A crucial part of the healing process is reconnecting with the emotions that emerge from childhood memories. As children, we may not have had the emotional tools to deal with difficult situations, so many feelings were repressed or ignored. In adulthood, allowing those emotions to surface helps us reframe them. Feeling sadness, anger, or fear is natural and necessary for the healing process. The goal here is not to relive the pain but to embrace and process these feelings with more maturity and compassion. 4. Practice self-compassion. A way to reconnect and heal your inner child is through self-compassion. We are often critical and hard on ourselves, but healing the inner child means learning to be kinder. Self-compassion involves recognizing that all humans go through difficulties, that it's normal to make mistakes, and that we deserve love and respect, especially from ourselves. Talk to your inner child as you would speak to a real child, with patience, love, and understanding. You might ask yourself, if I could go back and speak to my younger self, what would I say to comfort them? 5. Revisit moments of joy and fun. The healing process isn't just about dealing with traumas and difficult emotions, but also about reconnecting with the joy, sense of adventure, and lightness we often associate with childhood. As we grow, we tend to disconnect from these qualities, focusing on adult responsibilities. However, revisiting those moments of fun can be deeply therapeutic. Ask yourself, what did I love to do as a child? Whether it was riding a bike, drawing, playing outside, or simply laughing for no reason, allowing yourself these moments helps heal your inner child, bringing out its healthy and joyful side. 6. Rewrite your story. A powerful technique for healing the inner child is rewriting your story. This doesn't mean changing the past, but rather reframing it. Often, we maintain internal narratives based on the wounds we carry from childhood. For example, we may believe we are not good enough or that we need to do everything perfectly to be loved. In the healing process, we can look at these past events with more maturity and compassion, and build new narratives. You might say to your inner child, you did the best you could, and you were loved and worthy, even if you didn't realize it at the time. 7. Set healthy boundaries and reframe relationships. Children rely on the adults around them to define what is acceptable or safe. Growing up in environments with dysfunctional boundaries can lead to difficulties in setting healthy boundaries in adult relationships. Part of healing your inner child is learning to protect this vulnerable aspect of yourself by setting clear boundaries with those around you. This may involve saying no when necessary, distancing yourself from toxic relationships, or simply honoring your own needs and feelings. This process is essential to ensure that your inner child feels protected and safe. 8. Use visualization to heal. A powerful technique in the process of healing the inner child is visualization. Close your eyes and imagine returning to a painful moment from your childhood. Visualize yourself as an adult, approaching your younger self. What would you say to them? How would you comfort them? Imagine yourself offering the love, security, and support you didn't receive at that time. This kind of visualization is a symbolic but very powerful way of giving your inner child what it needs to heal. 9. Cultivate patience and celebrate progress. Healing the inner child is a gradual and continuous process. It's important to be patient with yourself, as old wounds may take time to heal. Sometimes you may feel like you're making progress, and at other times it may feel like you're moving backward. This is normal. Each small victory, whether it's recognizing a repressed emotion or setting a new healthy boundary, should be celebrated. Over time, healing will become more evident, and you will notice a greater sense of lightness and well-being. 10. Seek professional support. Healing the inner child can be emotionally challenging and, in some cases, traumatic. In certain situations, painful memories or repressed trauma can be difficult to face alone. Seeking the support of a therapist, especially those specialized in child therapy or trauma, can be crucial to navigating these emotions safely and effectively. Having someone to guide you through the process can accelerate healing and provide a safe space for you to explore your deepest emotions. Conclusion. Healing your inner child is an act of self-love and courage. By reconnecting with your childhood memories and emotions, you have the opportunity to free yourself from behavioral patterns that no longer serve you, find more joy and self-compassion, and live more fully. This process not only helps to relieve past traumas but also cultivates a more balanced adult life, filled with presence and authenticity. By healing your inner child, you create space to live a freer, more loving, and happier life.